crying for help out of her pain, begging the Father to intervene. The beautiful book, always on her side, it gives her the strength on her battle cry. Tucked in his bed, his mind on a prayer, asking the Father to hold him still. The beautiful book is comfort and hope. It gives him the courage on his battle cry. The battle cry belongs to the Father. The battle cry belongs to you and me. The battle cry belongs to the Father. The battle cry is our victory. Lord, we want to hear your sweet, sweet voice. Thank you for your wondrous love. Beautiful you are, always on our fight. We are redeemed on our battle cry. The battle cry belongs to the Father. The battle cry belongs to you and me. The battle cry belongs to the Father. The battle cry is our victory. The battle cry is our victory. The battle cry is our victory. May kayo kakabsat ko, denggan yu daytoy kantak, nuan ya ti gusto, igurot nga taraki, irugik ti babbaro, taraki nung makita yu, nagwapo nagagat, agbagat pa'y tiripolyo. Kastamat ti babae, haan kami nga naarte, agbagat kami iti aba, kamutikan sa'yo ti. Igurot, taraki kami nga igurot, kastoy kami nga igurot, hanga uso tinasado. Masapa ijay gardin, agmo Rover and a Cadillac, a Mercedes-Benz and a pickup truck. He's a stockholder and a lucky broker, a horse racer who became a billionaire. You got a lot of time to enjoy a luxurious life and pleasure money can buy. Everything in this world will be yours, but one thing I tell you is that when you die, hey, you can have your earthly wealth, but you can't bring them with you to eternal life. You got a lot of time to share your wealthy life to the needy and truly be a blessing to everyone who dwells in the shelter of God. And I'm telling you now that when you die, you've got an investment here on earth, but most special in heaven. I've known a man named Zacchaeus, small but rich and a tax collector. But when he heard Jesus the preacher, his heart was humbled. Then he hears, you got a lot of time to enjoy your luxurious life and pleasure money can buy. Everything in this world will be yours, but one thing I tell you is that when you die, hey, you can have your earthly wealth, but you can't bring them with you to eternal life. You got a lot of time to share your wealthy life to the needy and truly be a blessing to everyone who dwells in the shelter of God. And I'm telling you now that when you die, you've got an investment here on earth, but most special in heaven. The old days are gone, the good has come. No excuses, cause Christ redeemed us. The joy of giving is amazing. It is rewarding at the end of the day. You got a lot of time to enjoy your luxurious life and pleasure money can buy. Everything in this world could be yours, but one thing I tell you is that when you die, hey, you can have your earthly wealth, but you can't bring them with you to eternal life. You got a lot of time to share your wealthy life to the needy and truly be a blessing to everyone who dwells in the shelter of God. And I'm telling you now that when you die, you've got an investment here on earth, but most special in heaven. There is a beautiful God up above. There is a gracious God filled with love. He cheers me up when I'm alone. He never leaves me on my own. He encouraged me to withstand and move along. There is a merciful God up above. There is a loving God who cares for me. He understands this troubled world. He understands this troubled heart. He understands this life that I owe. I will serve painted in the sky. My life is meaningful. Someone along this rugged road, my life, that would be you. There's a perfect plan God made for me. There's a perfect time waiting for me. There's a sacred vow that binds forever on my wedding day. It's a beautiful you. My dream is shining bright like a star twinkling in the sky. My dream is wonderful. Someone along this rugged road, my dream, that would be you. There's a perfect plan God made for me. There's a perfect time waiting for me. There's a sacred vow that binds forever on my wedding day. It's a beautiful you. There's a perfect plan God made for me. There's a perfect time waiting for me. There's a sacred vow that binds forever on my wedding day. It's a beautiful you. On my wedding day, it's a beautiful you. He built a house on the sun, glittering from the morning sun. He's not aware that its days are numbered. When the storm hits the ground, he gobbled on stone and thorns, sowing seeds in nowhere land. He doesn't realize this hinders faith grew thin and couldn't yield. Don't take your faith for granted. It's not a cloth the way you want it, 'cause faith is sacred. Give the best to God with your faith. Fill with love and take care of it. Faith will lead you. She runs a house of chaos, filled with pride and arrogance. She's not aware that its days are numbered. When the master returns, she's focused on gems and stones, material things that she adored, not realizing that this hinders faith won't grow anymore. Don't take your faith for granted. It's not a cloth the way you want it, 'cause faith is sacred. Give the best to God with your faith. Fill with love and take care of it. Faith will lead you. deep. For sinners wept and endured the sufferings. Blessed the four sinners who ushered me the way. I wouldn't ask for more. Who am I? I am but a sinner, pardoned by grace. I am not worthy, I'm nothing but a test. I'm a broken vessel, scattered on the ground. I believe all in me are forgiven. I believe you raise me up when I'm broken, and here I am, Lord, to glorify you, to give the best that I have. I believe. Lord, you know me well. Who am I? I am but a sinner who let you crucified. I am not worthy, I'm nothing but a dust. I'm a broken vessel, scattered on the ground. vessel filled with joy and peace. Let me be a vessel of your pure love. Bless this day, O Lord. May your will always be the light that shines on my way. Bless this day, O Lord. May your eyes guide me through until I rest tonight. I love you, Lord. Drew me near into your righteousness. I love you, Lord. I lift up my praises into your holiness. Help me be a vessel of your joy and peace. Help me be a vessel of your pure love. Bless this day, O Lord. May your will always be the light that shines on my way. Bless this day, O Lord. May your eyes guide me through until I rest tonight. Bless this day, O Lord. May your will always be the light that shines on my way. Bless this day, O Lord. May your eyes guide me through until I rest tonight. This world I don't belong, not for eternity. All the things around, above and below the ground, all that I possess, all that I have, all are worthless on my glory day. This world I don't belong, not for eternity. All of the beauties these eyes can see, all that glitters, silver and gold, all are worthless on my glory day. I will rejoice, I will be glad, I'll be with sing, welcome home. This world I don't belong, not for eternity. All the things in me are all vanity. All earthly dreams will fade away. All are worthless on my glory day. I will rejoice, I will be glad. I'll be with the Father in glory land. I will rejoice, I will be glad. When the angels sing, welcome home. I will rejoice, I will be glad. I'll be with the Father in glory land. I will rejoice, I will be glad. When the angels sing, welcome home. Oh, come folks, young and old, hear this song with all your heart. May you understand, eagle roots are cool and smart. Here is with our gentlemen, you will see they are awesome. Good looking, diligent, hardworking and determined. Here is with our gorgeous girls. We're not posh, yes, we're natural, without airs and graces yet, superb and wonderful. Eagle root, cool and smart are eagle roots. Eagle root of the highlands, we work hard and love what we do. We rise early in the morning to toil in the fields. Eagle root, girl and smart are eagle root. to toil in the fields. Igorot, girl and smart are Igorot. Igorot, cool and smart are Igorot. Igorot of the highlands, we work hard and love what we do. We rise early in the morning to toil in the fields. Igorot, girl and smart are Igorot. Igorot, cool and smart are Igorot. Lead me, Lord, lead me in your arms, in your wondrous grace, in your loving kindness. Lead me, Lord, in your dwelling place, in your righteousness. I'll follow your footsteps. Lead me, Lord, fix my eyes on you, end this earthly thought and fill this empty heart. Lead me, Lord, all that I need, all that I have, all that I am. Lead me, Lord, to forgive and to give, to lend a helping hand to my sisters and brothers. Lead me, Lord, to be faithful and meek, to serve joyfully and be a blessing to others. Lead me, Lord, fix my eyes on you, mend this earthly thought and fill this empty heart. Lead me, Lord, all that I need, all that I have, all that I am. Lead me, Lord, fix my eyes on you, mend this earthly thought and fill this empty heart. Lead me, Lord, all that I need, all that I have, all that I am. Lead me, Lord, fix my eyes on you, mend this earthly thought and fill this empty heart. Lead me, Lord, all that I need, chasing money every now and then, building an empire of gold and desire. Do you have time for yourself? My friend, where have you been? Always busy time and again, counting your fortune, mountain of fame. But have you got time for them? Life is too short, now you're 30. Time flies and you'll be 40. Do you know how much time you've got? Life is too short, now you're 50. Time allows you'll be 60. But only live once in this world of no return. Burning money every now and then, spending to nothing instead of helping. Did you notice the kids on the street? My friend, where have you been? Are you tired lying on this bed, crying and begging about your health, asking to buy a time machine? Life is too short, now you're 30. Time flies and you'll be 40. Do you know how much time you've got? Life is too short, now you're 50. Time allows you'll be 60. But only live once in this world of no return. Too short, now you're 30. Time flies and you'll be 40. Do you know how much time you've got? Life is too short, now you're 50. Time allows you'll be 60. We only live once in this world of no return. Too short, now you're 30. Time flies and you'll be 40. Do you know how much time you've got? Life is too short, now you're 50. Time allows you'll be 60. We only live once in this What more can I say? What more can I ask? I am happy being single, and I'm contented with what I've got.
I'm gonna sail my ship tonight. I'm
you this brand new day. I share it with love, I share it in a song. I'm a brand new man, learning to live with the Lord's big smile, making my world meaningful and bright. I share it in a way, the way He shares to me. I share it to you this brand new day. I share it with love, I share it in a song. 'Cause I'm a brand new man. Built with gold, a house of silver, diamonds and pearls. He got it all in all, but there's a hole inside his heart, a stone-like heart, a hole that's empty, as big as his doubts. He's nervous and scared, he panic and stared, and he called. This medical kit, he checked his pulse and counted his breath. Tic-tac-toe, a minute is gone, he said it's normal. He double-checked the beat on his chest. He asked him if there's a pain exists. No, doc, you don't understand. Maybe I'm missing a thing. He needs something that can fill the hole in his heart. He needs someone who can heal his broken heart. He needs a good friend who is faithful and true. Only Jesus can do. The doctor thinks this man was insane. He went out shaking, laughing in vain. That man got it all in all, he's a crazy fool. The preacher came, he's sent by the king. The angel revealed everything. Go reach this man, pray, lay out your hands by his power and love. Jesus can do. Only Jesus can do.
Here I am, I bring you a present. Everything in me is yours. All I know, it came from my heart. Rhythm, words and melody. Take it though it's a simple song. Once again I dwell in you, friend, I believe in you. Jesus, you're everything in me. Emmanuel, God is with me. Savior, you pay the penalty. Unconditional love you gave to me. Salvation, I now belong to thee. Loving you, though I am a sinner, in your presence I'll be cleansed. Voice that cares, gentle and true, every time you speak to me. Search my heart, fill me with your love. In my thought I offer you nobody else but you. Sometimes I slip and fall deep in a hole, but then again I have to crawl. Always the devil comes sneaking around, trying to put a woman down. But by the grace of God, I will be bound, walking tall on the ground. 'Cause your love is just an amazing. Your love is pure and comforting. Your love is my understanding. Your love is love that loves me to a happy ending. 'Cause your love is just an amazing. Your love is pure and comforting. Your love is my understanding. Your love is love that loves me to a happy ending. Your honor and praises belong to you, God. Your love endures forevermore. Your majestic wisdom is infinite. All glory belongs to you, God. Great as you are, you're above all things. You're the living water that sustains our needs. Wonderful God, Father and friend. Beautiful and mighty you are. Devoted and true, I'll be faithful to you. I fully give my heart back to you. highest amongst living things. But still you insist and made your reasons. God doesn't exist. Your time has come and you're buried 6 feet below the ground. Your soul has risen and you wonder, what have you become? What will you say when you meet God on the judgment day? Will you say it's evolution, you exist, not creation? Will you say it's Big Bang theory? God, you couldn't be, when you will shake your head. It's too late. We watch TV programs presenting how awesome all living things. We're amazed how our science advanced, studying the universe. We dig out fossils and dinosaurs and date them for tens of millions of years. We uncovered many things and make reasons. God doesn't exist. Our time will come and we all go back to the ground. Our souls will rise and we'll wonder what we become. It's too late. You are called the brightest, smartest creation in this world. And we have billions of reasons to prove that God does exist. Flowers wither, leaves drop, trees tremble, roots spoil, fountains dry, rivers thirst, but your love remains faithful. The sun sets, the moon rests, the day ends, the time flies, seasons change, blue skies fade, but your love remains faithful. distant shore. God bless, Godspeed in this life. God bless, Godspeed. I believe in worship, I believe in praise, I believe in holiness,
is all, whatever we believe. There's hope for us hopeless. Have faith in Him. God has the answer of this COVID-19. Turn our eyes to the Father, to Jesus the Son. Cry out deep from the heart. We will overcome. Let it go, let it pass. It wouldn't grow, it wouldn't last. In God we trust. COVID-19. Stay home, save lives. That's how it goes. But don't cease praying. It's the best we all do. One day it will be over. One day we'll move on. We need to trust our Father with this COVID-19. Turn our eyes to the Father, to Jesus the Son. Cry out deep from the heart. We will overcome. Let it go, let it pass. It wouldn't grow, it wouldn't last. In God we trust. COVID-19. Turn our eyes to the Father, to Jesus the Son. Cry out deep from the heart. We will overcome. Let it go, let it pass. It wouldn't grow, it wouldn't last. In God we trust. COVID-19. Wouldn't grow, it wouldn't last. In God we trust. COVID-19.
Keep my eyes for only you, God. Keep my ears on your word. Keep my thought with your wisdom. Keep my heart loving you. Keep my voice praising you, God. Keep my hands serving you. Keep my mouth speaks with blessing. Keep my heart loving you. Keep my heart loving you faithfully, devoted to you. Keep my heart loving you faithfully, devoted to you. Keep my feet to walk with you, God. Keep my joy on your Keep my heart loving you. Keep my strength serving you, God. Keep my soul pure and true. Keep my hope in your kingdom. Keep my heart loving you. the Cordelia range. He was born in a misty afternoon and in a cool summer wind, where his forefathers toiled the land from sunrise to sundown, where the spirit of brotherhood still remained on the neighborhood. He went to school at days and works at night to meet his college fees. He works hard with a thrifty attitude and as good as he can be. He's got a job in the army, he's assigned to overseas. He is grateful for everything, but he's missing a thing. Oh, how I long to see you again. I've been away for ages, chasing my dream. How I long to see you again. I've traveled far, led by stars. I've been to many places, but I will always miss you, my beautiful Cordelia range. He raised a family and he never ceases to call God on his evening prayer. Dear Father, I know it's difficult, but with you I am secure. 13 years he is away with his Cordelia range. He is grateful for everything, but he's missing a thing. Oh, how I long to see you again. I've been away for ages, chasing my dream. How I long to see you again. I've traveled far, led by stars. I've been to many places, but I will always miss you, my beautiful Cordelia range. I will always miss you, my beautiful Cordelia range. In the morning, I thank you for the breath that I have, the new strength, the good hope, your light on my path. In the morning, I thank you for the life that I have, the blessing, the family, the roof of my head. In the morning, I thank you for everything that I have. Thank you, thank you for the love that I have. The blessing is so amazing, it covers my heart. In the evening, I thank you for everything that I have. Thank you, Lord, thank you. You are kind and good to me. Thank you, Lord, thank you. Thank you for everything that I have. Thank you, Lord, thank you. You are kind and good to me. Thank you, Lord, thank you. Thank you for everything that I have. Thank you, Lord, thank you. You are kind and good to me. Thank you, Lord, thank you. Thank you for everything that I have. Thank you. When I'm down and feeling so empty, when my eyes are full of tears because of pains, when I'm helpless, broken into pieces, yet I know you are always there for me. Though there are times I suffer from heartaches, and my soul pierced with sorrows and griefs, fears and worries your shoulder when trouble comes and when pain hurts so bad. In this world full of uncertainties, struggles and defeats, in this life full of precious things, you know these are all the beauties of growing up. I'm your friend with an open door, a friend with an open door. When it seems like the weight of the world go against you, yes, I will be on your side against all odds. When it seems like your efforts came to frustrations, my arms will be reaching you, will stand in prayers. So who am I now is who I am when you have met me, just like yesterday, today and for eternity. I'll be your shoulder when trouble comes and when pain hurts so bad. In this world full of uncertainties, struggles and defeats, in this life full of precious things, you know these are all the beauties of growing up. I'm your friend with an open door, a friend with an open door. Through the years and all time, I would stand to be true, and I'll be faithful to you eternally. A friend with an open door that you can always count on. Though I'm not a perfect friend, still the best of all. I'm your friend with an open door, still the best of all. I'm a friend with an open door, still the best of all. I'm your friend with an open Well, he made you and me. By his gentle hands, we're just like clay. Then he molded us till we became what he wants us to be. He brought the sunshine, he brought the rain. He keeps us warm when we are cold. stronger day by day. By the hands of God, we're tended and cared. Little angels in the wind, they guide us beyond our sight. By the grace of God, we're living in faith and love. Little flowers in the rain, growing stronger day by day. By the hands of God, we're tended and cared. Little angels in the wind, they guide us beyond our sight. By the grace of God, we're living in faith and love. By the grace of God, we're living in faith and love. The first time I met you, you wear bright and I wear blue. There is no denying, you caught my heart and led me to the first time I met you. The day is bright, the sky is blue. There is no denying, you caught my eyes and led me to the answer of God that I was praying for, the color of love, the blessing I adore. Promise me you'll be with me, though our hair will turn to gray, our love will be forever. Promise me you'll pray with me, though we're older, we'll be holding hands, we'll be forever. We'll be true to the fire. Sometimes I'm stuck in the dark, I feel left behind, hoping an answer to my prayer. Then God gave me you in my saddest time, giving me strength, and you understood. Now I can see it through, how I am meant to you. When I'm down and low, you lifted me up. You really care and believe in me. Now I can see it through, how faithful love can do. With my heart and life, I share it with you. That's how love can do. That's what love can do. In thick and thin, I uphold my vow to be my best for the rest of our lives, to honor you as my better half. You are the answer to my prayer. For this is the day of my blissful path. This strength from God is where I stood. With my humble love, the best I can offer, to share it with you, a lifetime treasure. Now I can see through, how I am meant to you. When I'm down and low, you lifted me up. You really care and believe in me. Now I can see through, how faithful love can do. With my heart and life, I share it with you. That's how love can do. That's what love can do. That's what love can do. the Bible and a blanket on the horse. He's a solitary man, but a winner of souls. He's a courageous pioneer, reaching everywhere. Life breakthrough. Whenever he passes a town, cause the spirit walks with his rodeo man. Just like John the Baptist, who prepared the way of the Lord. Like Elijah the Tishbite, who was called the prophet of fire. He was chosen by the Lord, by his power he bestowed. In the name of the Lord he spreads the wonderful word. From east to west, north to south, the gospel reigns forevermore. By the glory of the Lord, it enlightens the face of the earth. God's wisdom leads to preach, to write and sing. By faith he desires to serve and praise the worthy King. Life breakthrough. Whenever he passes a town, cause the spirit dwells in the rodeo's heart. Just like John the Baptist, who prepared the way of the Lord. Like Elijah the Tishbite, who was called the prophet of fire. He was chosen by the Lord, by his power he bestowed. In the name of the Lord he spreads the wonderful words. Life breakthrough. Whenever he passes a town, cause the spirit walks with his rodeo man. Life breakthrough. Whenever he passes a town, cause the spirit dwells in the rodeo's heart. Whenever he passes a town, cause the spirit walks with his rodeo man. Whenever he passes a town, cause the spirit